What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl, Stephanie L. Dixon. You can find me online on IG, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Stephanie L. Dixon. You guys, I'm so happy that we made it here. As you know, I am doing this mini series where I just kind of like reintroduce myself and share very intimate and vulnerable things about myself. So it has been quite the journey. I am really looking forward to kind of like this next chapter of just my life in general. And as I've gone through this filming process and as I've gone through this mini series, I've come to the realization that this is something for sure that I want to continue doing, but in a different way. So I am going to be entering into the podcast world, which I'm very, very excited about because my podcast is definitely going to be centered more around mental health and love and relationships. Mental health and relationships, whether they be family relationships or friendship relationships, business, partnerships, professional relationships, they all affect our mental health in some capacity. And for me, my biggest struggle has always been within love and with romance and just relationships, romantic relationships and self-love. And so I'm covering all things love, self-love, romantic love, physical love, all things intimacy as it relates to mental health. And this is something that I probably needed to do like a long time ago. But it's a part of my path and I'm here now and I'm finally in a space where I have the confidence and the courage to speak on the things that I've gone through in more detail, more intimately. And so I'm going to be doing that on my podcast and really just, I think, talking about my process and outlining a process and creating a process that has really helped me get to where I'm at right now. And hopefully will really help other people. I mean, that's always the main goal is like, how do I help other people who have been in the place that I've been in as it relates to, just how relationships, specifically romantic relationships, really, really, really take a toll on your mental health. And they take a toll on your mental health in various stages of that relationship. Really, the hardest, I think, too, is probably during a breakup or a separation or a divorce. And I've never been married, so I don't know what it's like to go through a separation in that sense or a divorce. But I've definitely been around people who have gone through it. And I just truly believe that I need to create a space for it. But I've definitely been around other people that have been. And listen, baby, it takes a toll on you, okay? It really takes a toll on you. So I'm just super excited to be able to create a space that will ideally help other people process what they're feeling, go through a process to help them get through what they're feeling, and really just have a space to process what they're feeling. So, and what their emotions are and what they're experiencing. So I definitely believe that that's a part of the next chapter. That's where I'm going. There are a plethora of other things that I am going to share and talk about, but I really feel like that's the next step for me. And within that, it's going to be bigger than a podcast. It's going to be a mental health company that is centered around romantic relationships and more specifically navigating through breakups, separations, divorces. That's my calling. That's my next calling. And so I'm going to be supporting people, giving people space, coaching people through what I've been through, bringing in experts, bringing in people who can offer in advice, bringing in people who can just tell their story because we're experts in our own stories. And I really want to give people space and the place to do that. And I also just want to talk about relationships. So the focus for me, like I said, will be processing. So the focus for me, like I said, will be mental health as it relates to romantic relationships, is specifically centered around breakups, separations, breaks, pauses, divorces, complicated situations. And I also want to open it up and talk about mental health throughout any stage of a relationship. But the immediate focus and the beginning focus is definitely going to be around all those different areas. So I'm super excited. Like I said, me doing this series was really for me. It was about me committing to the process. It was about me committing to myself, committing to you all, whether it be one person, 5 people, 10 people, 6,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people, 1,000,000 people, 10 million. I'm manifesting now. But, no matter how big or how small the audience, like, it was about me committing to that audience and committing to myself, committing to God, committing to the universe, committing to my ancestors, and saying I'm going to show up every day for myself and for my people. So thank you for tuning in up until this point. And the next year and my vision for the next year. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be my vision for the next year. If you follow me on IG, I'm in the middle at the very beginning of, I just started a new 1-year challenge. So like I said, I'm going to end this mini series talking about what that 1-year challenge is going to consist of. So thank you so much for tuning in. I gotta go, but I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for just being a part of this journey with me. See you guys in the next video. Bye.